Okay, so for this last Fishy Friday, I just want to kind of share something that happened with these Silvertip tetras. Let me try to... Basically, everything was going good. I had them in the top and the bottom, as you may remember the stand being right there. But I decided to put them all into one tank because, well, they were doing so well and there's practically no ammonia that I could tell. I mean, there may have been a little bit, but I can't tell the difference between 0 and 0.25 parts per million. So I was like, there's hardly any nitrates showing up or anything, so I'm going to put them all in one tank. And that's the last gravel vac and water change I did. Come in Sunday to check on them. I typically don't do anything in here on Sundays, and they're all doing fine. Came in Monday morning and there was only 2 fish left, and unfortunately they still did not make it. I talked about this a couple Fishy Fridays ago, but I just wanted to... I took it down because I didn't want to teach about it, because people want to learn about your successes and not your failures. And I just wanted to... Actually, it was for Business Thursdays one time. But still, point being, I took it down. I didn't post a Fishy Friday that week because I just... I mean, I wanted to talk about this without trying to tell you what... You know, without suggesting what you should do, because obviously I completely messed up in this tank, and $75 worth of fish is now composted in the front yard, and some is in the freezer waiting for the dissection and me to try to figure out what went wrong. If I'm talking on the farm, and that's PR Aquatics Farms, if I'm talking on there with a lot of members on there, it's presumed to be ammonia spike from just too many fish in a 10-gallon. And this was a completely novice mistake, and I completely regret this. So this is all I'm going to talk about. If you have any questions, you can comment them down below and let me know what you guys think, and if you've experienced anything like this. And just, I mean, I can talk about it, I just don't like to, especially it was a completely noob and completely stupid mistake on my part. Because in addition to the water parameters, I'm like, oh, the tank looks empty. Yeah, well, Monday morning I found it full of dead fish. So I have been moving stuff around in the fish room. My tiger bulbs are here instead of up there like they normally would be. I'm not sure if I want to keep the 29s as 29s or if I want to put them as something else entirely, maybe trim them down to 20 longs or something, custom 20 longs basically. My Autosainthless are doing well. There's only 7 of them left out of the 20 I bought. But, I mean, they're almost acting like Autosainthless now. And it's really confusing because they never did this when all of them were in here, so I wonder if these 7 will actually make it. And yeah, there's a random guppy fry swimming around. I put some plants in there temporarily and they kind of hitchhiked on there. But my fish room is a lot cleaner. It's not spotless, but I mean, still need to take out the garbage. But it is a lot cleaner, and this is still a guppy only tank with maybe 2 shrimps in here that I previously called out of my Carbon Relay tank. But I'm considering moving all these plants down to that side or something, and planting or putting some rocks in here, because I'm going to be moving all my shrimp stuff over here. I still have not done that, and that's supposed to be this last Shrimp Sundays video. I might actually bring the Shrimp Sundays back, because that has gotten a lot more interaction than something like, say, Tinkering Tuesdays, which my last video got viewed 0 times and somehow has 1 comment on it. YouTube, I don't know how that works, but you have accomplished something no one else could. But I do have Wild Bill back here in this corner. Let's see if we can see him. I'm gonna have to move him because, well, His tank needs a deep cleaning, and that 90 gallon, I'm gonna be putting it up on this top rack, and that 75 gallon planted will be going where that 90 gallon is. So all these tanks have to be moved. He'll be going in the clean tank sometime this next week. I wanted to get this done, like get the 75 gallon down there before I put the shrimps in there, but that's not gonna happen because it's Thursday and there's no way this is gonna go down. So I have to get him out of there as soon as I can. I want to be able to get another rack. The plan is to put another rack on top of here, very close to the roof, and I still have not finished the trim. Just ignore that. But I want to get another rack on top of here and put the 20 long on top of there. If I do trim the 29s, I'm planning on putting the 29s in a 40 gallon right here. If I end up trimming the 29s to 20 longs, I will probably go ahead and put the 20 long that's over here on this rack with the 20 longs that I might make. This tank is going to be a custom 4 foot by 4 foot terrarium / vivarium. It's going to house mandarin crabs eventually. I don't know when I'll get around to doing that, but my dad's supposed to be helping me move this tank into the backyard tomorrow. He's going to try to do that. There's no guarantee of that, but we'll see what happens. This tank, well, I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Or maybe I just don't want to tell you what I want to do with it. We'll find out. But hey, how you doing, Wild Bill? Great. He is a very sociable goldfish. And honestly, I never thought I would keep a goldfish again. But found some graduate, well, let me start at the beginning before I get completely tongue-tied. Almost said tongue-twied. That's just how great I'm doing today. But the lab I'm a part of at ASU, Arizona State University, decided they would go to a pond, and while they were collecting dragonfly larvae, they found this guy in the pond, this grad student in charge of the lab did, who is just under the person who owns and operates the lab. But the graduate student found this goldfish, and well, I've been keeping him ever since. I mean, he tried to give him away to someone else, but no one had room, and so that's how he ended up with me. And he's been a very happy goldfish. But he will be moving locations very soon. Probably to over here. What I want to do is just basically figure out if it's worth trimming the tanks down, because if it's not worth it, I'm not going to do it. But it would be nice to have a few more 20 longs instead of 29s. I don't like the height of a 29. I mean, honestly, I don't like the height of a 90. Okay. To explain it aptly, 4 feet by, I believe this is 12 inches. By 21 inches tall. That to me is not enough width, too much length, and too tall. I would much rather trim this down halfway and make it like a custom 30 long or 33 gallon, which are super popular nowadays. Recently, as far as I know, they're still super popular. But I'm not sure I want to do that with that one, because then all those fish will have to be relocated, plus the plants, and as you can tell, I'm not putting any in with the goldfish, and I'm not willing to dirt that tank, and all of those are coming down, being reset, and possibly just completely done something new with. I don't exactly have any ability to use those. That's my crab tank, and well, you'll figure out why in Krabby Mondays why that's there. And so this is the only one that I can actually add plants to at this point, because this one's already kind of full. And that one, these two may be moving locations. That 4 foot by 4 foot tank might be put right here. Still not sure how exactly I'm going to do everything that I have planned, but it will work out in the end. But this is where I'm going to end this video. Have a great day and a very blessed week, and I'll see you guys next time.